I'm all over the place right now. I'm trying to make sure everything is okay. I don't know. It looks very bananas. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. I'm trying to find out if I'm over properly on the DQ page, and I don't think so, so I just had to put it over there. So, one second. It looks really strange. I don't know why it's looking like this. So, hello, everybody. Hello. Let me close down some stuff over here. And my intro is still playing over there, so everything looks really banana daiquiri. So, hello. Let me just close it down totally. Hi, Cheryl. Hi, Sue. Hi, good morning, Brioni. Hi, Mac. Hi, Miss Linda. Hi, Laveda. Hello, Sheila. Hello, Miss Linda again. The other Miss Linda. Hi, Mary Sharkey. Hello, Teresa. Hi, Debbie. Hello, hello. Hi, Tina. Hello, Patricia. I feel like the comments are duplicating and it's really weird. Hi, Christine. If I didn't say hi to you, I don't know. It's duplicating. I had to put it over there, Sue. So yeah, it wasn't hitting the page properly. So hey, Ashley. So welcome everybody. I'm pretty sure everybody knows who I am, just because you guys can't get rid of me. But just in case, my name is Terry Lightsey. I'm also on Saturdays on Creative Hour, usually hosting over there. I am posting to the Decoupage Queen Facebook page today, as well as their YouTube. So I'm kind of all over the place. I am the social media manager for Decoupage Queen, but I also have my own retail shop called Craft and Chaos. And if you maybe didn't hear through the grapevine, but if you didn't, Decoupage Queen's fall reveal happened a couple of hours ago. So I'm going to be using some of those papers today. I have something in store for you guys. If this is your first time seeing me, I will apologize in advance because I'm not a very fast crafter. Hi, Debbie. Hi, Helena. Hi, Kaylee girl. Hi, Kay. So, yeah, so there's that. So I'm going to be on DQ's page today and tomorrow. I'm going to tell you right now that what I have up in my brain is going to take me at least a couple of days. The folks who watch me on a regular are used to that, but if you're not used to that, I'm sorry. But yeah, so I'll be here for a couple of days, but I usually craft on my page, Terry Lightsey. I try to be there Monday through Friday at 1 o'clock Pacific. I live in California, so I'm on Pacific time. Sometimes it's hit and miss. Lately, it's not supposed to be, and it's not going to be, but, you know, it's not. Anyways, I'm here Monday through Friday, so if you'd like to go over and follow me over there, I'd appreciate it. Also, hey, Nicole. Hi, Carol. Hi, Brenda. Y'all, all I have to say is y'all are amazing. We finally hit that milestone on YouTube. I woke up in the morning and I had a message from my mom, Sue. She's my online mom. You guys see her in the comments. She's always helping me. She's been here from day one. I had a message that came through at 3:42 in the morning. You're lucky I didn't wake up. Right. That we hit that milestone on YouTube, which is absolutely mind-blowing to me. So we are going to party. So everything that I've been saving up and all the things that I've been waiting to do a big, huge Happy Mail thing, we are going to do it. We have to figure out when a day. I'm thinking that because the 1-year anniversary for my stores in September, and since we hit the milestone on YouTube, we might as well just have a humongous party all at one time for both my store and for the milestone on YouTube, which I think is going to be amazing. So if you haven't gone over and subscribed to my YouTube channel, you're going to want to do that because it is a partay for the YouTubers, because we've already partayed on Facebook for my milestone that we hit on Facebook. And so to be a part of that, you do have to be over there. And it's just my name, Terry Lightsey. So thank you. I know, and I thought of you too, Levin. I was like, she put it out into the universe, and now we're all going to have a birthday party together. Hi, Karen. How are you? So yeah, I was super excited. That's the first thing I seen in the morning. So thank you so much, Sue. But anyways, fall release. So you guys know, there were 3. How did I end up doing that? There are 3. Oh, I know why I did that. So we revealed our fall release. I like to say it like has 3 collections, if you will, because the way that they got grouped in the packs. So we have the Fall in Nature, which is this pack. We have the Spooky. Oh, I know why I did it. We have the Spooky, which was this pack, or is this pack. And then we have the Gothica, which is this pack. So the way that this works, y'all, is you can buy them already packed in their pack. So you can buy the entire collection in either A4 or A3. And then you get a bonus paper. So the bonus papers are the ones that you see in the front here. No, not this one. I'm sorry. I'm going to open this one. That's not the bonus paper. This one is just probably not in the correct order. So the bonus paper for the Fall and Nature one is this one. The bonus paper for Gothica is this one. And if you weren't on the reveal, Teresa told the story behind this, which I think is a really cool story. So I know a lot of folks don't like Halloween, but the story behind why she did these, I think, is really special. And then we also have the Spooky, and then this is the bonus paper for Spooky. So you get the pack and basically they come with the free bonus paper. I do have them in both sizes, A3 and A4. Hi, Anna. How are you? Got to get in the habit of watching you over here. Miss Linda, that's where we all started out. Thank you so much, Kimberly. Hi, Carrie. How are you? All right, so let me get my desk on the screen. If you should know by now, because if you're on Decoupage Queen, that we always stream this that way in landscape, but I am a creator that streams in landscape. So if you're me, you may want to turn your device, because I am going to be really tiny if you don't. Hi, Phyllis. How is Kaylee, girl? All right, so let me put this collection back together before Sue knocks me out, because I just pulled it out of my inventory. So if you also know anything about me, you know that I love my background. So I bought a bunch of extra backgrounds in the store. So that's why there's extra packs here. But if there's anything that you want me to pull out and show you, let me know. Otherwise, if you want to see all the papers, we just did the reveal, like I said, a couple hours ago. So these are the backgrounds. I'm going to need these out. All right, let me show you guys what my idea is. That is going to take a while. Where am I going to put these? I don't know. All right, so during the holidays, whether it's Christmas or Halloween, I quite enjoy creating scenes. I'm not, I like doing the pumpkins and all of that stuff too, but I like having like a little story and doing like a little scenery. I do that with Christmas and Halloween. Hi, Kathy Dean. How's our Charles doing? Is he better today? A little better? Hi, Cindy Truitt. How are you doing? Thank you so much, Cindy. So, my friend Nikki gave me this a long time ago, and it's actually, that's how old it is. I don't even think that they make anything anymore, Doris. But as you can see, it has a little handle here. I can't think off the top of my head what this is called. There's a name for this. Anyways, did I just think to myself I needed one of those skulls and I can't wait till my glitter gets here? Wait, have you done? What have you done? You do need the skulls now. So what I'm thinking is we're going to use, I'm pretty sure, Gothica. And anyways, what I'm wanting to do is decoupage maybe in the bigger ones. And I think what I want to use is, whoa, I'm about to knock down all of my shelves. Oh boy. What I'm thinking that I want to use is the A3 to put these guys in here, because look what I have here, y'all. I have a bunch of little bitty bits. We have the lantern. This was from an older project that I disassembled, but I have some drawers. Here I have some plates that I want to kind of hang like as if it was like a wall. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean, Jelly Bean? So I want to decoupage on the plates and kind of hang them on the wall. I have a bunch of little books here with actual paper in them. And yes, I am thinking about maybe decoupaging in one of the books. I also have a little vase. It's actually real glass. I have a few of them. I pulled this one, but I might like one of the other ones that I have. And y'all, you know, I had to have like a little tray, right? So I have a little tray. I'm thinking we'll use the silver, but look at the spoons and the forks and all of that. So we're going to do a whole little ensemble here. And that's why I'm saying it's going to take a while. And I apologize if you don't like long crafts, but that's just me in general. I take long for everything. So, no, it's not a shadow box. It's got another name. Because it's this whole thing. I can't think of what it's called. Where did I get these little doodads? Amazon. I'm sure they're in my Amazon store because I've used these little plates and stuff before. But anyway, so that's what I'm thinking. I'm also thinking that we're going to use some Jovi air dry clay, because I'm also thinking like maybe we make like curtains, if you will, or maybe not. I don't know. Maybe I just cut some of this up that I got at the Dollar Tree, the creaky cloth, to make curtains. I don't know. I have a whole lot of things that are going on in this head. Nobody ever wants to be in there, I'm telling you. But, you know, we'll figure it out. See, I've got more. And those are actually real dried flowers. Trying to find, I also have, like, look, little benches for, like, a little park bench. I even have, now, I know, yeah, like, those maybe get a little bit scary looking, but, you know. Ooh, and we can use columns. I have a bunch of things. Here we go. Oh, no, they fell out of their little slots. But I have a bunch of little glass vases. Maybe we even make a table out of some clay and some chipboard. Aren't they cute? Look at the little bottles. All right, let's get started. No, Mary Sharkey, I didn't get to do any of that because I didn't realize that Trevor was going to, well, I should have realized that he was going to get off early because I didn't take him early. So it ran right into my appointments. I was flying from that town all the way over to the other town. It was a big old kabobbled mess. Okay, so the first thing that we've got to do is, I think, oh, that's going to make me crazy. That's not straight. Terry, stop it. I think we're just going to decoupage in here. And maybe not in there. I know we're going to do some fine line crackle. And then I'm tinking on the outside. We're going to use some of our backgrounds. I don't know which one. We'll figure it out. Okay, wait. Hi, Cynthia. I know Miss Kathy Dean. There's Charles is little. Thanks for asking. The meds are working very well. Waiting for his steak as always. Steak, baked potato, wrap. Aww. I always want to know because it's always amazing yumminess. See, I kind of think that would be amazing on the outside. This one is cottage stripes. I know that Teresa designed these for the pumpkins, and this is cottage scraps. But I'm tinking. We're going to do all the tings. Okay, so let's start decoupaging. We'll start getting the fine line and stuff down. Sue's going to keep track of all the papers I use so she can yell at me, I'm sure. Also, I did pull out some of my Decoupage Queen molds because look at how perfect October, isn't it October evening? Yeah, October evening with the candlesticks. And this also has books in there too. And then, of course, we always need some borders. Maybe we do a couple of frames because we're going to make little scenes, right? So I don't know. Again, too many ideas in Terry's head, and it's dangerous in there. I still haven't filled up my little squeezy bottle because I'm a goofball. Let me make sure I grab the right one. So I don't like using my good paint, so I don't like using my Pintart ivory when I'm going to decoupage over it. I don't know. It's going underneath. Why am I going to use my good stuff? Apothecary. That's exactly what it's called. Who said that? Cynthia Ray. That's exactly what it is. It's an apothecary shelf. That's exactly what I was thinking about. Okay. Yes, I do have spitters too. I have spitters right here. I didn't pull out the spitters because somebody's going to have I have the black spitters. Oh, look at that. It needs to be stirred up. When you guys see that, don't freak out. It just needs to be stirred. Stirred. Okay. So I think my little spoon is going to bend those little plastic spoons that I use. So I'm going to use like a real one. So what did you guys think about the release? Did you guys, I see a couple of you guys put orders in for the entire packs, which is really awesome. But what do you guys think? What was your favorite? Did you have like a favorite pack, or did you have like one absolute favorite, or not just one, but you know what I'm saying? Did you have like one that you were like, oh my gosh, I see a project for that and I need that now? Hi, Kiki. Thanks, Kathy. I know it's very involved. It can't be anything easy. Y'all know easy is not. I don't know if it's in the words in my vocabulary, very much so, because I want things to be easy, but I don't know. Whenever I craft, I can't do anything easy. Now, can I? Everything has to be very. All right, so we'll just pour in there what I need. I'll turn this Mama Jamma upside down and get the rest out later. Okay, we don't need all the wipes. We just need one. So I'll turn this upside down and then probably never remember to pour it. But look at these cool little columns that I got from their Amazon as well. They've got little angels right there and wings on them. Okay, let's do this. 10 years later. Now, and then I wonder why it takes so long for me to do anything. Okay, so I think for right now, I know I want a decoupage in here and here, so I know for sure this needs to be white, and then I want a decoupage on the outside. So just for the sake of time, we'll do the white where I know for a fact I want to paint or decoupage, and then because they're divided, you know, we could always paint the other places if necessary. Hi, Sheila Tegan. You love the fall critter pack? Oh my gosh. I know. I'm like, oh boy, Trevor and the fox. It's the specific the red fox though. So I thought it was pretty cool that Teresa just so happened to have that one. She painted that one. But yeah, my friend gave this to me so long ago, and you know, you have some things that you're like, that just needs something cool, really cool needs to go in there. And so I've been saving it. Actually, I'll just do this one so I can take some from here. I've been saving it for the right time, and after I seen all of these papers, I already knew that it would be time. All the little dried bits from the top of the squeeze bottle. Oh, I know. I was telling Teresa, we've never had the stripes in a 4-pack like that. And I think it's going to be so cool because you can use it as backgrounds for smaller things. Just like we could totally put the stripes on this tray, y'all. We could do anything on, same process like we would do a big tray. Just put some bonding primer on it. Or actually, we don't even have to put bonding primer on it because it's so tiny. I could just get away with putting some like clear gesso on there. All right, so that one's fine for now. Yeah, and we haven't ever had one with the polka dots either. Which is going to be cute for the pumpkins. How many of you guys, when you seen the papers, just started thinking about all the pumpkins? Is Phyllis still here? Phyllis, it's okay. Phyllis, it's okay, Phyllis. You don't need to answer that question. You start thinking about all the cute, cool stuff you could do with the pumpkins. Hi, Valerie. How are you? Hi, Angela. Yes. I can run through them really quickly. I thought I just took it for granted that y'all had seen it already, but let me get this one done, and then we'll run through them really quickly. It's not like, you know, humongous. The drop wasn't a large drop. Usually our fall release is a big drop. I mean, it's a good size, but it's not going to take me long just to go through them and show you guys again really quickly. And we'll just let this dry naturally by the fan. I am painting it out here just because paint has gotten on the outside, so I don't want it to ball up. And now the handle is at the top. I don't guess it much matters unless I'm going to put the handle back on, but I'll try to remember to orientate this the proper way when I decoupage. All right. And then we do need to paint the outsides because I know I want to. So let's just get a bigger brush so we can knock that out and not be here all year painting. Although it's so exciting, and I know you guys love watching paint dry. Okay, let me move this stuff back. Well, actually, I'll just move it to the side over here. That's just the silver tray. Okay. These are actual glass, like I said. Those little vases are real glass, so I don't want to crack those. Okay, now let's pour this in here so we don't have to take all year. But I've had the collection, well, I've had papers for quite a while, and I really love the black and white in the spooky collection, the pumpkins that she did. Oh my goodness, and the white pumpkins. Beautiful. I don't know what I'm going to do up there yet. If I want to decoupage up there, I don't know. But I do know for sure on the sides, so I'm just going to paint the two sides for now. We'll figure out the top and taking off the handle in a minute. Then we'll run through these papers really quickly. I am going to go ahead and take this one. Now, because it is real wood, the fibers have lifted, so I will go through with a 320 and knock down those fibers really quickly so that they're not pokey underneath the rice paper. Let me grab these papers so you guys can take a look at them really quickly. I know, I see you, Phyllis. I'm sorry. The pumpkin word. I said the pumpkin word. My friend, one of my good friends, gave me this apothecary box. It's from Doris. I don't even know that they make. You might be able to find it, but Doris stopped making things, I believe. Or stopped making the boxes anyways some time ago. So if you notice, Troy is not in here messing with me because he got a phone case right before I came on. Actually, I looked at the tracking and I seen that it was in my mailbox, so I went and grabbed it. Okay, this one is out of order because this one is actually mine. So let me grab the one that's in order. Is that the right one? All right, so this one is, come here. If you're new here to me, this is my son, Troy. See, I know. Are you showing everybody? You want me to show them? This was his new one today. And then he got one yesterday, and this was his new one yesterday. Okay, so this one is called Fall and Nature. And we're just going to go through these really quickly. Like I said, Teresa went through these. And so Teresa Renee painted all of these. So these are all hand painted. DQ does not do anything with AI. So these are all specifically done by Teresa, designed, painted fox. It's Valerie's birthday. Happy birthday, Valerie. Hi, Melissa Joins. Thank you for sprinkling. Ooh, pumpkin spice latte. We talked about that earlier. I've never had one, Ash. Oddly enough. She is an amazing painter. I've never had a pumpkin spice latte. So this is the 4-pack. The Cottage Pumpkins 4-pack. Troy, I can't do that right now, son. And then here's the Woodland Squirrel. These are out of order, y'all. So, and when I say order, I'm just talking about the numbers down here at the bottom. So if there's a specific one that you're looking for and you want me to give you the number, just let me know. But look at that. No, never had a pumpkin spice latte. I'm super excited for the pumpkins. And you can tell the backgrounds that go, well, one thing that I've always loved about DQ, Teresa, is that she specifically gives us background papers to go with our other designs, which I always have loved that she's done that. She gives us coordinating papers. All right, so this one, again, is the Fall in Nature. I love you too, Bubba's. Okay. So the next one, and again, this is the bonus paper, which is the Mossy Stripes. All right. So, and again, you can purchase the entire pack if you know you want them and you don't want to have to put them individually in your cart. All right, now this one is called Spooky. This one is the bonus paper. So this is orange and brown stripes. This is Haunted Forest. I don't know, you guys are probably used to, but Teresa has, I don't know, you can see it. There's like the gears in the background. Very lightly. Up here too. This one is Orange Dots. You said that, and see? Yes. Anything that says Teresa Renee Art specifically on there, she has painted, oil painted herself. Look at these. And then this, which I thought was super cool, because you can get these in an A3, and then you have the A5 sizes. There's too many A's, B's, C, D, E, F, G. And then this one is the black and white dots. And this one is Haunted Homecoming, which, so cute. Look at that. And then this one is the gray and tan stripes. Which, if you know anything about Teresa, she always has something going on in the background. They're never just plain, you know. And then, of course, the orange and black 4-pack. These cats crack me up, how they're just like lurking, and then the crows are like lurking. And then this one, so cute. Okay. Nope, Sheila. Nope. And then the last one is the Gothica. Not Gothic, Gothica. Okay, and then, so again, there's a story behind this. Teresa went and told us about it. So this is the bonus paper. So there's actually two that are these two. I believe it's these two. I can't remember because I know one is portrait, which is him, and I think the other one's landscape. Anyways, there's two of these are not individual papers. They're only available on this 4-pack. This is called the Spectre. This one is called Vanitas 1. Valerie, if you want me to add something to it, I will do that for you. Just message me so you don't have to put in another one and do the shipping. So this one is also hand painted by Teresa. This is called Teresa Renee Art, Keeper of Secrets. And then also, again, this is out of order. This one, y'all, I will tell you that in person, the eyes are wicked, even in person. So, Teresa Renee Art, The Temptress. Okay, and then, again, I probably should have went through and put them in order. This one, I love these, Always and Forever. So they are meant to, you know, Always and Forever. And then this one, gosh, dang it, is Spellbinder. I know. I'm telling you, these eyes they're awesome. Even, I mean, when you get the paper, they're amazing. Okay, and then, sorry, I had to put lotion on my hands. My hands are feeling dry because I just wiped them down. Then, obviously, there's the 4-pack, which is Dark Secrets 4-pack. Okay, so that's that. And then, also in this one is the Grunge Skulls. Vanitas 2, and then Brown Stripes. And you guys know the stripes, the backgrounds, we can forever, all year round. So those are the three. Again, I think I left the bonus papers at the top. I may have mixed up the nature one, but so you get the pack, and then the bonus paper comes for free. So bonus paper. This is not the bonus paper. The bonus paper is the stripes. So I don't want to open it back up again, but all right. So I think I'm just going to stick you right there. Okay, let's grab you back. Now, yeah, I'm going to tell you, it feels, I hate the feeling when you paint. So I'm just going to grab a 320. I tell you guys all the time, you absolutely do not need anything lower because you're not sanding off a layer. You're just knocking down the, sorry, I know it's going to be a weird sound. You're just knocking off those pokies that lift whenever you paint on raw wood. I'd love to put that on the back of my jean jacket. Which one? Which one, Miss Kathy? And if you notice, if you use a lower grit sandpaper, you would actually sand off the paint because look at all that. This is the bottom because you know it's too low. When I'm doing this, it's not taking off the paint. It's literally just knocking down those fibers that get lifted. Because that's the last thing you want to do is have all of those pokey fibers come through your rice paper. Okay, now, something you guys have to help me with is, do we do the Gothica in here and do the apothecary scene with Gothica? Or do we go a little, like, cute, kitschy and use spooky? Okay, I'm gonna have to put my fan. Y'all, it is so stinking hot today. As I say that, Troy's coming down here with a long sleeve shirt for me to put on. I want to say I saw nothing that would remind me of pumpkins. Poor Phyllis. Troy, Papa's. Papa in the pool, don't. It's too. He's showing you guys a shirt he wants to put on because he's silly. I know it's soft but it's very hot, Pops. You got a hot date, yeah? It's very hot. Can you put the hanger back? Okay. So what are you guys saying? Hi, Sandy Hinkleman. Couldn't you just see yourself walking up behind with with the temptress? Yes. I know. No cute. Mix it up and make it. What? Here. Stop, Troy. So my original thought was to do these. And so now I'm going to use the A3 size because the A4 size is just a little bit too small in here. Unless I line it with molds, but I don't want it. I think it would be too much. I think it's just, we're better off just going with this because, but am I going to cut off too much? I love you too, Bubba's. Why can't I think? 5 1/4, 5 1/2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 3, 5, 6. Okay. So that's the candlestick. We can always put the candlestick back in there. Oh man. Maybe we do go with the smaller one. What do you guys think? Yes, I was on the 16th. Sugar. I don't want to cut off. So what I was thinking is this one's not going to be a problem. I was going to use this one in here, but these three are landscape. I was going to use this one here, but I don't want to lose. So it looks like that. I don't know what that is. Is that just decoration? Is it the ink? We're going to have to lose a lot. All right. Do you think that would be weird if I put it up on the sides? Hold on, let's just cut this out. Okay, so either way, I don't know why I went to him. I guess we could use either one of these are going to be. Now, you guys know I don't ever cut rice paper. It's better for blending if you do a feathered edge. But obviously in here we're going to cut this to an exact size because there's no way that I can do anything with a gator in there, right? So all right, let's get this one. It'll be easier for us to see it if we've got the actual size of it. So let's start there first. Whenever you do cut rice paper in a paper cutter, though, a guillotine, just you want to make sure your blade is super sharp, or just, you know, because you don't want it to rip. Okay, let's see for just a second. I don't know. I'm not too mad at it. I guess we could have it go all the way up on the edging too. That would be amazing. Okay, let's see if they are square. They are not square. Are they? Oh yeah, they are. Nope. Hold on, bud. 5/8. Come on, Troy. Get that over there, Pops. He did it. He booted me. Hold on a minute, y'all. Not like we're not just on my page or anything, Troy. This is my life. Sorry. It comes with the territory. Oh, Troy. And here I thought you getting a phone case, you would leave me be. Joke's on me. All right. I don't even know what I was doing. Oh, yeah, he knows. Okay, no. Can you just take your tablet? No. I'll do it. Take your tablet, please. I got it. Watch out, baby. Okay? Okay, let's see. Look at how cool that's gonna look in there. Oh my gosh. And then when we'll put we could put the candlestick or what, all kinds of things. I want to hang a lantern, a chandelier. I want to have a chandelier that I want to hang down from the top. Should we just wrap it in there and then paint the rest to match? Well, now that we have, do we like? Let me see. What is gonna get cut off here? Can I get that entire violin? Yeah, let's do that one. I was going to do the one that was portrait, but I changed my mind. Okay. And if you are new to me, my shop is called Craft and Chaos. My page is called Craft and Chaos. It's chaos for a reason. Hi, Joanne. Everybody says wrap it. Okay. I mean, it's just like a gray black blend. I think that would look, it's fine. Okay. Okay, I'm going to use the Decoupage Varnish and Glue Matte. Nah, maybe not. I don't know. I think we'll go ultra matte today. And I do not know if this one will fit in there, but we'll see. Okay, so I know, yeah, I think we're gonna, you know what? I think I actually have a tiny violin as well. Like I said, I quite enjoy doing little like scenery bits. So I'm going to make sure that I've got a good amount of decoupage glue in that corner there. All right. Then I'm just going to use my squeegee. Okay, now let's pull down. Don't want any wrinkles, so. Okay. All right, now I'm gonna get my pokey tool. Oh, actually I have this lip here. All right. Just want to make sure that the corners are down. And then I am going to go ahead and put a layer right on top. Now the name is, it's true to its name. This is Ultra Matte. If you don't like matte, we do have Silky Shine. Yeah. Okay. Now let's get this one the way we want it, and then since we're going to paint the sides, it's not really going to matter much if it's how much is on one side, I guess. I might take just a hair more off of this one. Just a little sliver. Hi, Teresa Renee. Now you're going to have to find an apothecary box. You might be able to, I know that they have them. Heck, for that matter, Laveda, you could take, I'm just going to take a hair off of this. You can make one. You could probably find an old draw in like Goodwill or something, and you could do that yourself. Okay, that's better. But what I want when we get to like the little tray and stuff, I tell you, we're going to decoupage these plates. It'd be cool if we could, are these, I wish they were glass because I would like actually make one crack because I think that would be so cool. All right, that one, that's a better fit now, so I'm just going to get where I want it to go. And then we'll get that down in there. I don't want to crease it. I just am trying to, trying to figure out where I am. So when I put it in here, it'll be right. It won't be over too far, having it looking crazy. But I think we definitely we're going to decoupage the tray. Because look at the tray will fit on there. And then we could do the candle. Well, we actually have, look at the little teapot, the sugar, the creamer. We have all that, but I don't know. We'll figure it out. The forks and the spoon and the little butter knife. We'll figure out which ones to put in there. But that's why I said it's probably going to take me a minute because I want to I could probably work on some of it too because I really want to put rice paper on the plates. I want to see the rice paper in the little books, especially like the background one that we have. The cottage scraps and stripes. I think that would be really cool in there. Yeah, I have the humongous Fiskars with the rotary cutter, but this is a itty bitty. Okay, so let's get this one in there. And I did it with this one, you guys. So I just left it. But because we're going to be painting this, I really should have pulled on these edges to help it blend better when I'm painting. But I'm going to leave it and I'll work with it because I'm going to go in there with the gator and pull the edges. But I'm just telling you guys, no, it blends better when you have a feathered edge. So we should have, kind of pulled the edges with a little bit of water. But because I'm going to use the gator, I kind of left it. Or not, I just decided to leave it because I did Not kinda. All right, so let's get the rest of this on. And then we'll put a little bit of gesso on the tray and decoupage the tray. And we're going to do the outside too of this. So, like I said, I told you, like it's gonna be a minute. I know I'm going to need this. Oh, I don't know. I didn't see it, Cheryl. Did she? Great. She did an apothecary box, not a shadow box, an apothecary box. Okay. Make sure it's all nice and snug. Then I'm just going to, because I can tell this corner. Yep. Needs some attention, and then let's make sure. Okay. You can see that one's getting there. It's already drying. It's so hot though. You guys know I usually just will turn the heat gun on and let it go, but I'm trying to avoid it right now. Okay. That one is good. It's good. It's good. Let's get that off of there. Now I am going to wipe up some of the glue, because you guys remember when I did the tray the other day and how there was glue up on the wall, or the edge of it, and it just, you know, when you paint you could see it, and I don't want to have that problem again, so I'm just gonna just give it a little bit of a wipe down. Okay, so that's our kind of our backdrop for that. In the backs here, I think it might be really cool to do the stripes back here and crackle those. But then we have another one down here. These I don't have a problem saving. I won't get yelled at for not saving my scraps. But let's go to our backgrounds. The A4s, so here's what I'm thinking. I know, like, because this is in the Gothica, you know, we might think like, I don't know, the gray and tan, but I was actually, we have a couple of different ones we can choose from. Okay. So maybe I do these back here and crackle all of that, almost like it's wallpaper in there. Or hold on. Actually, that looks pretty cool on the outside too. It almost looks like there's knot in the wood. Like there's knots in the wood. Oh. Who would do what? Who would do? Huh? I'm trying to decide on the outside if I want to go stripes or if I want to. Okay. Definitely outside what, Chris? Which one? Chris, are you, which one? The cottage scraps on the outside? And these in the inside, but see, I don't know if we want that on the inside. Oh, there is a weird lag, I know. And I also feel like it's real slow. The wood, this one, right? It looks like wood, right? Doesn't that look like wood? But is it too light? It is very glitchy, and I don't know why. I don't like it though. It's only over here because I'm moving fine here. I don't like it. Do the stripes. Am I not doing that on YouTube? Hi, Sandy Triplet. All right. You guys are saying do the stripes and do you're saying both of them. I don't know what to do. So I guess we're just going to change it up a little bit, and we're going to put that on the outside. And then I think on the inside we're going to do I don't know if I want to do the green tan or if I want to do the dark. Okay. On the inside. Oh, I did. Okay. Just making sure I sanded it on the outside. Just going to wipe off any of the dust. YouTube is perfect. All right. Well, I'm glad that was looking at it and I thought it looked off. Looked like I'm a robot. Okay, so I'm going to try to get as much of this as I can. So let me put this in front of the fan and let it hit this for a minute anyways. Well, if it wants to stay. All right, and then let's get these. Now I will gator this. How do I feel? Is it that? But I'm just going to dry tear it so I don't have a whole lot. That good? And then I have extra here, yeah? Okay. All right, let's dry tear this one. And then I'm gonna take as much of that one side as I can. We can use this to decoupage the tray or those little plates. Look at me using my scraps. Oh. Okay, we're gonna put that over there. I think it would still be cute with stripes in here. All right, anyways, but we could definitely do them in the plates or something. All right, let's get these bad boys up here. And I know you guys kind of, it's high, but all right, so it looks like it's going to go and be a little short, which is not a big deal because I'm probably going to put something on here anyways, but I might as well get it off now if it is going to be short because I don't want to have the white on there. Now you could have very well used an A3 and it would wrap fine. It would be, you know, fine, but I like the smaller the script, right? Because if I go up, everything's going to be just a little bit bigger. So, okay. I am going to hang it off of the front just a little bit because I do want to make sure it's flush with the gator. So, why do I keep sticking that back in there and doing that to myself? So what I'm going to do is okay. And I've told you guys this many times, it's easier for me to just put it where I want it to go and I could see the line rather than me trying to figure out where to put it and see through the paper. unless you move it when you turn it back over, and then you're goofball. Because what I'm trying to make sure of is I don't get that line, but I get enough to gator. Okay, there we go. Dodo bird. Sometimes I could be a dodo bird. It's okay. Nothing to see here. Nothing to see here. And it's not going to go all the way down, so I'll just stop the glue right there, and I just put it back in there. Where is my... I feel you are here somewhere. All right. Maybe just a tad bit more. So as you can see, it's just a little short, but I'm not worried about it. We'll blend that in with some paint. We're already going to blend in the other sides as well. And then we'll gator off the rest of this and clean the edge. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay this flat here. Okay, I will put the top on in just a second. I would rather it be dry first, and then I'm going to use the other piece. But before I do that, I am going to pinch and pull out because I see a couple of fibers. We don't have very many fibers. Our paper is by far the best rice paper out there. Get it from Italy. Okay, so I just cut the fibers. You don't want to pull those fibers from your paper because you'll yank it right out and it will mess with your image on the other side, so don't do that. Okay, I did not wet the outside of that, so I should be fine with putting this down. Now there's a weird little connection thing that they did right here. So we're going to figure out how that's going to make it awkward on the paper. Because it is. Well, it'll end up making it a little bit shorter than that other side because it's going to account for dipping in a little bit right there. This is why I like turning it over because I'm short on that side. Let me pull it up. A storybook? Oh, yes. That's very cool. Yeah, with each of the little bits in there being a little story. Very cool. Oh, I love the stripes. I love these two though, but I love all of my background papers. Okay, I should have pulled that one off like I did the other side, but I didn't. So I'm just going to pull that back and make sure the glue is wiped off. And then I like a delayed reaction. She didn't bark. All right. So before we put on the top, we're going to take the 320. Not that one. This one. Actually, we'll change it because we're sanding the inside of that, and I don't want any of that on the paper. So I'm just going to take another 320, a fresh one. Remember, whenever you're doing this, you never go side to side or up and back. It's always just down. You start doing this and you're going to rip your paper. And you don't want to do that because then you're going to lift up. So the way that the book is dragging the video, I can't even look over there. It's driving me nuts. Just remember, I am live on YouTube right now. If the way that the book is dragging is driving you crazy, you can head over to my page or DQ. I'm live on both pages on YouTube right now. That is so cool. And obviously, we will go through with our antiquing paste and do all the things to the outside. There's, quite a bit that still needs to be done in there. Now, let's see. Kept getting kicked off of Facebook. Hi, Robin. Yeah, because I can see the numbers went really crazy. So I don't even know if I'm even still on the book, to be honest. Okay, so each square is 2 5/8. I hope. Oh, no, it's not. Oh, no. Every square is going to be different? Serious? Are you serious? Are you serious? Who was the woodworker? Who was the woodworker? Okay, that might just be trying to do too much to try to decoupage in there with all of these being different sizes. I mean, literally, the board's not even straight, because they're not even square. They're not even the same sizes each square. Hi, Patty. Yeah. So you know what we're gonna do? We are going to. Oh. We're going to use the Pintart wall crackle, the plaster in these. Yes, please. And thank you. Look at all of that. Somebody didn't use the measure twice, cut once rule. Oh, I'm loving this. All right. So we are going to come right over here and get this magic stuff. And we are going to, now, what color am I going to paint the bottom of this? I'm thinking. Now this is going to go on white, but what we're going to do is we're going to obviously color it so it's not going to be white once we're done. So I'm tinking. I want black at the bottom of this. And then on the top side, we can do various colors of like, okay, yep, we got it. Okay, hold on a minute. So before I start doing all that crazy talk, let's do our outside of this so I can close up my glue. So we want to make sure we've gotten down all of the fibers. Hello. Trying to make sure I got down all the fibers on that side, and I think I painted the side more than I did anything else. But okie dokie, artichoke. Okay. And when I get off of here tonight, I'm sure you guys don't need to see me sanding the sides, so I will sand the sides when I get off of here. So tomorrow, when we do the painting and blending of the sides, and what I'm talking about is in here because the paper didn't go all the way up, then it'll be ready for us to do that tomorrow. Your ghost, like the ghost from last year, I still have that humongous ghost that I never did decoupage. Okay, let's paint the bottoms of this black really quickly. Do I want the whole thing black? I guess it doesn't matter. Or yes, it does, because we can use Don't You Dare Spurt at Me, because you are the black one. And I don't want black all over my shirt. Pokey tool. All right, let's do this. I am still on Facebook. Thanks, Valerie. I don't know how y'all are still watching me because it's up here, but it's just skipping like crazy. But the last time I went live on DQ's page, it did the same thing to me. Like it did something really funny and my live didn't even post on the page. So I don't know. I mean, okay. No, it didn't get on the paper, if you're wondering. But, Jiminy, getting a little willy-nilly crazy with the paint. You remember that I did a project not too long ago where the back came off? That's what somebody was saying. Was it Chris or Kathy? It would be nice if the back panel would come off and then we could work on the panel. So basically the black will be at the bottom and you'll be able to see the black come through the plaster. That's exactly what I was afraid that it was going to do on me. At least it stayed in the bowl. You can't look and listen at the same time. Oh yeah, always. It's not white, but it's a very light blue. So, and you just seen that I flicked that? Yes, I did flick it all over the stool that you guys see right here. It's a cute, it looks like a little bar stool. That's what my camera sits on. The whole camera is splattered with paint. And the bar stool has all kinds of splatters all over it. It's kind of funny. I really don't know if I want each one of these painted differently or all black. I don't know yet. Actually, it'll probably be all black because we could put wax on the black and make it amazing. So you guys can tell by the size of the box and all of the crazy ideas that are running through my head about what I want the box to look like. So you guys tell me, do you want to see everything? Or is this like something that I work on off camera as well? You won't hurt my feelings. Either way. I mean, I will be back on tomorrow, so I will do some more with you guys, but because these little things like this, or whenever I do like the, you know, something that has a story to it or a scene like this, it does take me a minute because I always end up adding things. Because, of course, whenever something has a story to it, right, you can always add. What did you do now? You closed the window. You made it too small. Okay, there you go. Because, like I said, I want to do decoupage on those plates. I have those little books, and when like it's not going to be so detailed that it's crazy, but you guys know how I am about details. A little bit of a goof. You won't be live on your page tomorrow? Do you see? I'm trying to turn the box so I don't do it to where it's flicking this way, because I will be splattered. I don't know, whatever you're eating, it sounds good though, Troy. Mmm, 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 mmm. Okay, and then make sure there's not any paint just in those corners, just hanging out, not wanting to dry or anything. All right. Somehow paint always gets on. I'm trying to multitask. Oh. Okay. Now, I don't care, not that I don't care, but I don't want crackle onto what would be the flooring or whatever, right? So this is the back wall, like your main wall, right? So I only want the crackle on the back. So this is the Pintart wall crackle. You do need both of these in order for them to work. I need a spoon. I can't just dish it out with my hand, babe. I need a spoon. So unlike all of the other Pintart crackle systems, one is universal. You can use one with any of the other crackles and it will work, or even the universal. But this one, you do need these two in order for the cracks to happen. So you will need one, which is the primer, and then two, which is the plaster. So I am going to get kind of a smaller brush because I don't want it on, I want it just on what I'm calling the back wall. I'm gonna have to turn it, I can't see. Okay, can you go put the butter away, please? Go put the butter away. My head all in the thinking way. All right, now I am going to and again, since it's black, I can always paint it. Again, if you're making one of these, I would totally make it so that the back comes off. I think it would be so easy to make one of these as well. So if you're wanting to do something like this, but I will show you. Forgot. And I don't know if you're going to have any luck finding it. But my friend, Nikki, she had a store and she used to carry these apothecary boxes in her store. Again, they're not shadow boxes. So if you're gonna look for it, I would search the apothecary boxes. And again, it was by Doris, but Doris doesn't make it anymore. So I don't know. Okay. Thank you for bringing it to me and not just doing it yourself, Troy, and giving yourself a full bowl of soy sauce. It's real life, y'all. As always, Pintart, recommends whenever doing any of the crackle systems that you let it dry naturally. I don't have the luxury when we're live to do that, so I will accelerate it by drying it. But yeah, any of these systems, the crackle systems, if you are at home and just doing it for you, just let it do its thing naturally. I know, Trace. Y'all know he never brings it to me. He usually has a big bowl of soy sauce with, 2 little rice grains in there floating after he's done with the soy sauce. All right, we are going to dry this. Now, you guys notice that I did not do this one down here. Because I don't know that I want this one to be the same. I don't know yet. I think it might be cool to have this one. I may still decoupage. But if you guys could, I don't know how well you could see it on camera, but this one goes, whoop. That's exaggerated, but you could tell that it's not straight. If anything, I should have did it on this one, because this one is at least straighter than this little 4-panel, but it's all right. Yeah, it's bowed, really bowed. So when it goes clear, that's when it's ready for your the step 2, which would be the plaster. And then just like any of the systems though, you never want to keep that heat like that. It needs to stay moving. I'm not mad at that black edge with that paper. Look at that. So we may rim it in black. I don't know. But I also, like I said, I have the, where did the netting go? I kind of want to do like the netting. Long day, but good. Okay, and then I always say this as well. Be better than me. Don't do this. If I wasn't live, I wouldn't do this. Wait until it's all dry and gone clear before you go in with the plaster. I'm used to the name being up here. That's why I always do that. But because, trying to keep it moving. Now, I quite like putting it on with my little spatula, but you could put it on with a brush too. That's fine. Now, it is going to go on white. Someone has asked me before if I've tried dyeing it, and no, I haven't, and I don't think I would. I just don't know that I should be messing with the formula by putting like any color in there, but I don't know. But the way that I do it, it's fine. I've figured out how to, how to color it without dyeing it. So I don't know. It's, you can play around and see. Now, you guys are probably going to recognize I did not sand in here like I usually do, but it's because we're trying to get texture and all that good stuff on here, so I don't much care that the little wood bits have poked up from me painting. And again, because it's in this small area, I'm getting the white everywhere. I will wipe it up, and then I'll just have to paint over it as needed. I'm not real worried about it. Actually, it's probably going to leave like little texture bits, which is fine too. I will just kind of smooth it down though, so that it's not all bumpy. Actually, I'm not gonna even worry about it right now. I'm gonna be painting in there anyway, so it's gonna dye it or color it. I keep saying dyeing it. Move that down. Thank you, trees. We're gonna have some fun. I have so many ideas. You know how my brain is as well. We've got little silver trays over here to decoupage. We've got we've got these plates that I want to hang on the walls. And I'm not going to have to paint over it because it's white, but we'll see what happens after we paint the crackle. I probably didn't even need to worry about painting all of it, but because I want the black to show through the cracks. And if you don't have the plaster primer and you kind of want the effect of it, you can also use like the crackle medium. I did get that restocked in the store. So crackle medium is a one step crackle component though. I don't mean though, but I'm saying if you still kind of want that same effect, the only difference is you would sandwich two colors in there, right? Now, I almost made the mistake of putting more on top, but this, similar to the crackle medium, once you lay down the plaster, you don't want to go back over it because that is already starting to crack in there. And if you go back over it, you're going to cover up those cracks, and you definitely don't want to do that. What is that? Okay, hold on, Pops. So let's do some instant gratification. I don't know. The square is smaller than the heat gun, so let me bring you down. You can see with the heat, it's cracking right away. It's I love it. Right. I cannot. Hold on, son. Mom's going to get off of here in a minute. So, not too many. Hi, Beth. How are you? I see you on the reveal. Not too many of you answered me. Did you want me to do the whole thing with you guys? Or do you want me to do some of it off camera as well? That's not funny. You already disconnected Mama the first time. He's over here pushing buttons. Yes, so the back wall is going to be crackled. And then we're going to paint it. I have some plates that I want to decoupage as well and hang them on the walls. And then, I don't know, y'all, if we're going to do the silver one or the gold, but we're going to decoupage this one too. I keep thinking I have plaster on my nail, but it's that doggone bow. Now, where it's thicker, it's going to take more time to dry, but that's fine. I'm actually going to turn it down so I don't scorch it because my heat gun goes really high, and then hold it down a little further. Okay, I'll do it with you as long as you don't mind. I quite liked my hair today, sir. Rude. Rude. All right. I turned it way down so that way it wasn't burning anything because I was holding it so close. But so I can feel my hair's all crazy now. So what we need to do is, what I will do without you guys is I'm going to sand in here because I need to sand that paper back so that way we can blend in there. And then I will sand the, actually that looks kind of cool, doesn't it? Maybe I won't sand that. Maybe I'll just paint over it because I can kind of dig in like the craziness of it. I don't think I am going to sand that. I think I'm going to leave that, y'all. And the back wall, I'm going to paint black, or, not the back wall. The walls, I'll repaint that black, but I think I'm going to leave all of that texture like that. I quite think it's kind of cool. Anyway, so again, they are a little bigger, but see, I have these like the draws that we have to put in there. This was white, and I had already put like some he's resin. I poured him. This was white. I'm not stepping on Nicole. She's not coming on today. And I put antiquing paste. I put antiquing gel in him to bring out all the features. But so on here, right, in like these, we're going to set these up in there. And we'll have to like glue them so that way they'll be all kind of cockeyed and crazy looking. And then I think we're going to change this vase to one of the skinnier ones that I was showing you guys. And we'll put the flowers in there. And Well, this one looks like he's reading, so maybe the lantern will go in this one. Or maybe we'll hang it. I don't know. But the tiny draws. No, Sue, right? Don't sand it. I don't think so. I'm not going to sand it. I don't know. Oh, sorry. You guys were... Oh, no. Sorry. We're going for a ride. We're going for a ride. Okay. Sorry. I forgot you guys were down so far. So I do want to... we might end up needing to paint these because they're very, very white. But, you know, we have some stuff to do. So we have all these little goodies to put in there. And then, you know, maybe we take the cup or we spill and have and use some UV resin and make like a puddle. Oh, hush. Terry's getting crazy. You guys should see all the things that this camera does. Does like all those psychedelic. But yeah, so I have a bunch of stuff in here. And then I do, like I said, I think it would be really cool to decoupage in the book. Just to have one open. Because that's only going to take a second to just, you know, do a little something in the book. Have a little something in the book. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean, Jelly Bean? Ooh, no. We definitely need to put one of these in there. Anyways, y'all, I'm telling you, you better do all of this on cam because I will be ticked off if you don't. Because here's the thing I will tell you guys. I love doing this kind of stuff. That's weird. Look at my hat. You made me look all crazy. I love doing this kind of stuff, but I have never done one of these like this on camera because it takes so long. I usually do it on my free time. I've done quite a few of these. I've done maybe a reel a long time ago. You guys got like a fast speed reel a long time ago, but I've never done one on camera. Because they do take a lot of time. See, like look at all of these tiny itty bitty leaves. These are like leaves, y'all, to sprinkle all over the place. I have all of this stuff. You guys thought Sue was the only one? But look at this. Oh my goodness. Look. What if we crack him? We can crack him. We can crack her or him and have it like... Anyways, there's so many ideas that I have, y'all, that we can do. Ooh, look at these perfume bottles. Anyways. I know. I have these. I have the molds. I made molds out of these so I can always have them. So, and I have gargoyles over here. I don't know what those are. But, yeah. So, I've never, ever, I know the columns. Oh, columns. The columns. Amazing. I bought these in a pack. Look at that. Don't like the color though, so we'll have to the same thing that I did with the skull. Like we'll do that with this because you see there's like little cherubs on there. Yeah, and then we have to do like I'm even thinking like I don't know what happened to the bench that I painted. I painted a bigger bench. Here we go. So I was even thinking of putting like a little bench in one of them because I have some like lamps, some street lamps from my shadow box like a long time ago. But look at the little bench. We could put like the little bench in there. So anyways, I need hook assist up. What do you want? Because I haven't packed your box yet. Oh no, I did. I think I did pack your box. I think it's gone bye-bye. What do you want? This? I can give you these. But look it. So I have a ton of ideas. Yeah, and like I said, I know that they're very intense, so I've never really done one of these on camera before. I don't know why I decided to choose now when I'm on not only my page, but anyways, look it. Look at the butter knife. Jojo, you want some butter on your rice? Use that one. Okay, y'all. I will be back tomorrow at the same time. If you're interested in watching some more, I am going to be back tomorrow at 1 o'clock Pacific time. That's 4 o'clock Eastern. And then, like I said, I am always Monday through Friday at the same time. We had a big drop off in numbers, so I don't know if I'm still live everywhere, but you know, I'm always on the tube. Anyways, I hope you guys have a fantabulous rest of your day. I don't know that I'll do too much because I'm coming back tomorrow, so I'll do more with you guys. And then I know I have more vases. Sorry. Squirrel. Anyways, I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a great rest of your evening. Talk to you later.